Hello and welcome to another edition of Unpopular Reviews, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight we are going to be joining Ethan Hunt again on his continuous journey as we talk about MI6. Oh, you can't see my hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Join us. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us this evening as we review MI6. Now, clearly this was a fun movie, but I have way too much to say. So before I do that, let me introduce you to my co-host. First is none other than the one and only. Oh wait, she's calling herself the Storm tonight. Okay, that's interesting. Hi, how you doing, buddy?
Hi.
And I also have the Tribal Chief of Staff joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, Mike?
You can see my background. Welcome back, Storm. I did that background for you, girl. Let's talk about this movie.
Oh,
Oh
thank
wow!
you.
Oh wow! Oh
That's
wow!
hot.
And last but not least, the most hated. Actually, no, I'll be nice to him today.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? You know why? And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because he recently just turned 39. So happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Happy
outing
birthday
him.
to you, my friend. And here joining us today is the birthday boy, the executive himself.
Yes. I did enjoy a birthday recently, and it's so good to be able to brag about the fact that 39 never looked as good.
I can agree with that, except for on J-Lo. She looks amazing. She's been 39 for like 20 years now.
For 20 years.
For real.
What we got here? Mission Impossible 6. Mission Impossible 6. Hey, do you have a synopsis for it, Vic? Because I would love to say the synopsis.
No, you can say the synopsis.
Sure. Ethan Hunt and his team pretty much get chased down by the American government, who has a problem with the fact that they're doing their own thing.
Again,
brand new. Never has it been so personal for Mr. Ethan Hunt than it was in this movie, and I can't wait to talk about it and discuss it because he got old enemies returning, old wives returning, and more importantly than that, the government wants to bring Ethan Hunt and his team in. Oh, with just so much coming at you from all angles, and on top of that, this movie set a Guinness World Record for most chase scenes. So I can't wait to talk about this movie.
It did. It did. I didn't realize that. It did.
And don't forget that man, Henry Cavill, in the background right there. Superman himself. The Man of Steel is in this movie because he was needed to make this movie better. Just saying.
AKA Walker, Texas Ranger, because all he cared about was throwing bows. He didn't give a damn about none of the plans. All he was ready to do is fist fight at any given time.
So which would you say Walker, Texas Ranger? We talking about Chuck Norris?
Well, his name was Walker.
His name was Walker.
All right, but which Walker? That's all. I'm just confused.
No, he's just because Superman's name in this film was Walker.
It's a reference.
Gotcha. I know the movie Walker, Texas Ranger.
I know you do. Trust me. I knew you
that
do.
Was called for. Anyway, he was throwing bows, throwing ankles. He just didn't give a damn. He pretty much was over it from the very beginning, and he was just waiting on the moment in order to, I don't know, show his brute strength. His boss, Sloan, played by the lovely and incomparable Angela Bassett. I've been waiting on her in one of these roles anyway. But he kind of was just waiting for Ethan to trip up or any opportunity to kind of just show how lethal his fists are. And yes, it's hot. But he just did not care about none of the meticulous planning. And they referred to him as the Hammer, and it fit. Ethan's the scalpel. He's the hammer.
I knew you were going to get that reference in there.
Because it makes sense. I mean, even what's his face as Superman? Sometimes Superman doesn't even know his own strength. Henry Cavill's a pretty big guy. I imagine he just be throwing bows on set when he gets mad. At the craft service table, they don't have what he wants. He just
throwing bows on the set.
Yeah, who knows?
August Walker is like the greatest wrestling name ever. I mean, as a Leo, I find that very cool. August Walker, you know what I mean? Like, but this movie, I mean, I think you just said it in the beginning there. You got Returning Wives, executive consultant, which for me set this off. You know, I'm a fan of hers from the beginning, and I just thought it was a cool touch to add her back here. And so, again, I love about these movies. My wife's watching this one with me this time around. It's just like, yo, this is some really cool stuff going. He's like, it's all these movies like this. I said, ever since about 4, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and I right. You know, I mean, we talked about them all. And she saw this scene.
Wow, that was wild.
She just lost her mind.
That was wild.
And we're watching this. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And like you said, August is getting his thing on through this whole movie. I mean, he's the guy that's going to finally take down the great Ethan Hunt.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And, you know, it's something I have to do is compare. And ever since it's your fault, E. Because ever since you brought it up in the Mission Impossible 1, and you made that comparison, it's how my mind thinks. It's like, okay, even I don't want to go there. Again, not better than Bond. I'm going to state that to be a fact. I don't think that she gave me Undertaker eyes. It's not better than Bond. However, scenes like this.
That helicopter chase was bad.
The scene in itself is just mind-blowing.
Facts.
Okay? Because constantly movies get delayed by one of my favorite actors. And he used to be my favorite actor of all time, but he's not any longer. But I love me some Tom Cruise. I'm a Tom Cruise guy, gotta say it. You happy, Chris? All right. But he does his own stunts. It's like when I say he got his own money, baby, the boy has got his own money. And he just continue. I don't think any movie compares to what this is. And by the time y'all watching this, I would have gone and seen The Great Maverick, which I cannot wait for. It comes out. It came out tonight, but I'm an AMC list member, and I refuse to not have that count as my movie. So I'm going to wait till Thursday and go with the first Thursday movie. But again, Tom Cruise, like he's done through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This movie is just off the hook. Executive consultant, complain, cry, do what you do best, and hate on my loving of a movie.
The only movie I'm gonna hate on you loving is this Maverick bull crap. But you know, it's so you know.
I watched it.
I love.
Where's that cloud thing y'all do for him?
I love being on this show simply because of the fact that you learn so much about so many people, including Mike. If you didn't know, he's a Tom Cruise guy. He's an AMC listing guy. He's a Leo. He's giving you his whole biography, right? I feel like we're naming UPRE to ANE. But look, here's the thing, right? This movie I thought was very, very good, except for the fact, right? It's starting to get a little redundant. I enjoyed it, right? What it gets a thumbs up and thumbs down is a little bit, we'll talk about it, but it's starting to get a little redundant, right? A little redundant. One too many, I heard you ignored you the first time. One too many.
I'm going to keep on saying it. All your reviews be redundant as hell, but you're hating ass.
I've been here. I've been here. He's been here? Okay. All right, nice to see you show up tonight. So anyway, like I was saying, I just feel like this movie had way too many chase scenes. How fitting with his background right now is being one of those chase scenes. This man, right, Tom Cruise, is in this movie and he's being chased, I swear, for a good half hour throughout this movie consecutively.
By foot, by car, by cycle, by
train and plane.
One day to another. Right? He's in a truck. He gets off the truck, gets to the on foot, gets off the foot, gets on the motorcycle, gets off the motorcycle, falls on a boat.
Don't be mad that he's athletic.
Now they're moving slow. I was so happy, however, to the tribal chief of staff's credit, because the storm couldn't do anything but blow a storm right now. But I wanted to say that I was happy to see Superman in this movie. Man, he is one of my favorite superheroes. As a Superman guy, right? Because I know he's a Superman guy, right? I'm not, but I know he's a Superman guy, right? So that's what I want to say. But Superman being in this movie was, oh my God, I gotta go see this movie. This movie, I mean, this guy kicks all kinds of ass in movies and comic books and TV because he is that guy. And yes, I am talking about Tom Cruise. Why in the world is this man able to?
Because I know how redundant you are. Good
exactly. Why is he so able to roll off of motorcycles and just walk out anywhere without a broken bone? Why is he able to fall off a helicopter or out of a helicopter?
Why do you think his bones aren't broken?
And the real Superman, this man is not good. The real Superman, right?
Because he gets all kind of effed up.
It's starting to look like Harvey Dent, but Lord knows Superman, right? Superman is this guy.
You said he died. You said he died. You said Tom Cruise. I was gonna say that. You control my thunder. I forgot. It only took Tom Cruise to kill Superman. Zod couldn't do it. Fact. Batman can't do it.
Only Ethan
Hunt got the job done.
There you go.
That's all.
Also, but you know what, too, and then we're gonna let Vic go because I don't know if Vic actually went, right? And he's over there, he's guarding the world. Yeah, but I'm looking at it like you have the real Superman in here, not Tom Cruise. You have the real Superman in here, Henry Cavill, right? And the Storm is over here saying, "Yeah, I got it in my notes. I'm gonna do what my boy James used to do."
That's why you got to keep notes.
How reductive.
Anyway, so she said he's in here. He's throwing all types of bows, and as you can see in the tribal chief of staff's background there he goes. But what you don't see is after he kicking his ass for 5 seconds, then this guy starts whooping that ass. Right?
Yeah.
Starts whooping that ass. Now tell me exactly where does Superman really whoop ass in this movie? Because I swear he lost like every single one of his fights.
Facts.
Whether he got his ass whooped was not the question. He was still whooping some ass, but he was getting dealt with because he's just not a strategic fighter. Now he can hit and he can hit hard.
I'm sorry.
But obviously,
how did the fight end?
Obviously, well, he was knocked on his ass during that.
He was hiding in the corner like Batman was during the Doomsday fight in Batman vs Superman.
I feel like he was passed out.
He was hiding in the corner, and then Ilsa, or whatever her name is, shot the dude and it blew up his head apparently because you could see it after that. So that's what happened. No, if you really pay attention, he pretty much loses all his fights, which kind of loses his credibility. And you knew somebody was turning in this movie. Shout out to the fact this movie had no surprises. I was really hoping that Sloane, Madam Angela Bassett, was actually going to turn out to be the real
villain. I thought so.
Yeah, villain. The guy. I forgot the guy's name that was supposed to be. But I was hoping it was actually going to end up being her. I thought that would be a nice twist instead of having the obvious
from part 3
mysterious big guy come in and be the double agent. But like I said, you saw it coming a mile away. And you must Vic, let me ask you a question as I turn this over to you. Is this the first time you saw this movie? It's definitely the first time I saw it.
This one, yeah.
Okay, I can tell because the secretary they changed into Alec Baldwin, or as you called him last week, Donald Trump. We thought it was going to be Hawkeye. You know, so the whole time I'm thinking while Superman is over there trying to kill somebody, Hawkeye was going to come with the magic kryptonite arrow and shoot him. But Mission Impossible did what the Avengers should have did and got rid of that guy. All right, go ahead.
Word up. No, but I mean, it was certainly an interesting movie because, compared to everything else, it was just a whole bunch of action. You know what I mean? And it became like a series of stuff by then. And I feel like it's like common already, like when it comes to this. And it reminds me a lot of, what's that movie with Keanu Reeves that's nonstop action?
John Wick.
Yeah. It reminds me like a lot of one of those. And mind you, the next 2 movies, I feel like are going to be a continuance of this. Because this movie was pretty much a continuance of the previous movie, especially with the villain. I really thought the villain was really good, though. They just kept messing with him in all kinds of ways, kept, hitting him with just all kinds of things and personal things as well. But then the reality is that Ethan is just, and what I think what everybody just appreciates about Ethan is one of the things that they appreciate about Batman. Like, his ability to see things ahead of time. Now, one of my favorite scenes was the scene where he tricked Superman, where he tricked Superman into
That was awesome.
thinking that he was alone with Drake,
Mhm.
and then Drake turned out to be, the
Solomon.
yeah, which was hilarious because I didn't even see that coming. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because
But
they did that one shot pivot, right? When they were doing the mask on Simon
mm-hmm.
Pegg's character,
Yeah.
Benji. And it didn't really show, like, you would have to go back and rewatch because Solomon whomever, was
Mm-hmm.
passed out in that moment, right?
Facts.
So at some point they must have did some switch. I really don't know when they did it, but they shot that very meticulously because they got me together because I didn't see that coming either.
I mean, you know what I also love about that is I feel like that the
That was the
mask.
twist.
I feel like the mask has become more of a running joke now.
F
Like
you.
it's come more of a part of the movie, like a joke part of the movie. Like for example, the guy was like, "Yeah, I get to wear a mask." You know what I mean? Like it's something that's like expected in these movies now.
Well, because it's a
Um,
trademark of Mission
Yeah,
Impossible
yeah,
from
exactly.
the
And
TV show.
yes.
You know what I mean?
And we
So
only
it's
got
like
two masks
it's the lightsaber
this movie.
of their, you know what I mean? Like that's their, you're
yeah.
right. It is their trademark. That's the
Yeah,
thing they
that's what
have
I'm
to
saying.
do.
Like
Yeah.
it's become a thing. Like it's not the focal point, but it's definitely become a thing in the
When
in the
at one
movies
point
now.
it was a focal point.
It
Right.
Yeah,
was.
like when the
As we
first movie was like,
transition, right.
"Oh snap, he
You
Yeah.
ain't
guys, there were two masks in this movie that like did their job, but there were supposed to be three. And I think that in the ways that this movie had a lot of the same predictable format of,
Mm,
some agent betraying an old guy, villain coming back. Oh, he's coming for his ex-wife, like all of that.
mm,
There were little twists thrown in there that had you like, right?
yeah,
Because to me, even with Walker being obviously a secret villain or whatever, I didn't think he was like at the high. I didn't think that he was at as
Yeah, he
high
wasn't
a level.
Ethan Hunt level. No, yeah.
No,
He was
I
a
didn't.
henchman.
I didn't think that as a villain he was at as high a level as he was because he was like arguing with the top dude, which was Solomon, and it was like, whoa.
No, he's just August was a henchman. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was his.
Okay?
Yeah, he was a henchman. He was the. Go ahead.
I was going to say he seemed really high level. One, arguing with Solomon in that room
mhm.
when he thought that was him, and
That's
two, being so very close to this particular plot, right? Like the whole way, the fact that he had the detonator, the fact that he was what was the guy's name? John Lark, right? Was he a henchman or was he one of the apostles? Because they didn't really.
He could have been.
Yeah.
The right hand man, perhaps, or a couple totem poles down from that. I never looked at him as being the guy or the villain. You know what I mean? I just thought like every major villain not every, but you always get that guy that has the person that's going to be his bodyguard. He was the muscle. He came in to be the muscle. And if you think about it, most muscles in movies get handled.
But he wrote some
TV shows and comic books, they always get handled. And as Chris alluded to, he got handled in this movie, but he still, like you said, looked ominous, and his presence still mattered
He
in the
definitely held his
movement.
own.
Like I said, you go back to the helicopter scene, and it's just insane how he's shooting. He's getting mad. He knows who Ethan is. You know what I mean? It's a badge of honor to take down Ethan Hunt.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And you get the dynamic between Ethan and Julia in this movie. I mean, I thought this movie had everything, and I can't wait to give thumbs up or thumbs down again. The action in itself. It's just insane.
I don't know if y'all saw Raid Redemption before. Oh my God. If you guys love these kind of action fighting movies, that is an excellent one to add under your belt. But the scene in the bathroom of them fighting and really both of them getting manhandled by the supposed John Lark felt very reminiscent of Raid Redemption, and I highly recommend it. I hope we can review it. We should do a month dedicated to, I guess, Kung Fu. Maybe it's Kung Fu.
I'm definitely thinking Chinese Connection. or 6 Deadly Venoms.
Well, mine's gonna be Ray Redemption. Mine's gonna be Ray Redemption because Ray Redemption was nominated for an Oscar, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway,
I've never heard about.
Oh yeah.
And then, like you said, action movie, and I think that's the premise here. Is we go through these movies and we pick action genres that we've chosen. Keep that in mind. It's not. This isn't made to be a oh my god kind of a movie. It's made to be a that was a good action. You have to know you're going into this movie to get those chase scenes. You're going into this movie to get that helicopter scene. If you get the decent story along with it, even if it doesn't always connect the dots, you came for the action. You're paying for Tom Cruise and explosions. If I pay to go see, I'm sorry, Thorne. If I pay to go see a Michael Bay film and I come out going, that's a stupid movie, then I'm stupid for going because we should know Michael Bay films ain't nothing but explosions and more explosions. Go ahead, Storm.
How about we always get one really good scene of him obviously chasing the villain to make sure he doesn't get away, right? That happened with the helicopter. But we get one really good escape scene. And the escape scene of him not only capturing or what's the word? I don't know. Extracting Solomon whilst keeping his identity hidden from Solomon, right? But his bike not working as they're riding, and then him finally getting it to work, and him with that chase scene with the cops, that was amazing. Him going against traffic around the Arc de Triomphe.
But more than this helicopter for the crash his ass?
I would say they were very close. The reason I say that is because he was going against traffic most of the ride.
I saw this movie in IMAX.
He literally got hit by a car, guys. Yeah. He literally got hit by a car.
I saw this movie in IMAX. What is he found it for? All right, what's up? We're gonna take a commercial break.
We are gonna take a commercial break, but shout out to the fact that Ethan Hunt was able to save everybody in this movie, except the one guy that said to begin this movie. That's why I choose you to. I know you're going to save me. Could save him. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Find out what we are reviewing after this movie, the franchise we're reviewing after this movie, as well as it's a new month, believe it or not, coincided with each other. So find out what we're going to discuss for this month. Stay with us. You're watching Unpopular Review.
Do you know what it means to be on the run?
Bad men are after us. Really bad.
I hate living like this!
You're special, Charlie.
I'm not special. I'm a monster! Charlie!
I want to help her.
You want to use her.
Charlie? Don't be stupid.
Where's Mommy?
Do you feel that? Let her go or it's going to get a lot worse.
Where's Mommy? Tell me now! I don't want to hurt anyone. But it feels kind of good.
This is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
One name spells action. One name spells adventure.
How about here?
One name
Don't look down. Shrek, I'm looking down.
spells romance. And that name is
Shrek.
Shrek. Thank you very much. I'm here till Thursday.
Shrek.
Wow. Let's do that again. No.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And starting this Thursday, we are going to start our new franchises with Stephen King novels turned into movies. And we're going to start with Vic's pick up there, which is Firestarter. Stay tuned and watch this on Unpopular Review Entertainment. Look a little happier when we talk about this, but stay tuned to us on Unpopular Review Entertainment for the episode coming up this Thursday. And starting next Tuesday, we're going to go into the Shrek franchise, which I believe is about 5 movies if you include Puss in Boots. Looking forward to that. I'm not going to click off of here so we can look at Mike. Not going to do that. That's a little dark. So we're going to But right now we're talking about Mission Impossible 6, our final one. And Vic, lead it away.
Okay, well, ton of action, ton of fun, good time. Thumbs up.
Ton of fun. That's my other stage name.
Nice. Nice.
Am I next?
Yes.
Yeah.
This has been an amazing ride. I can't believe this is the last one. I'm so sad I didn't come up with a top top whatever list, top 6 list of amazing whatevers. Best masks, I don't know. This was just a really good series. I'm so excited that we did it. I can't wait to go back and watch the bum episodes I wasn't on, so sadly. Thank you guys for holding it down during my absence. This was amazing. I love Ethan Hunt. I'm a devout apostle of his work. And I love that in London, not only was this movie set, but he was also working with somebody in MI6 for MI6. So there you have it. Thumbs up.
A 10. A 10. She scared my cat. Shout out to Varsity Blues. 6 movies. I think I've given them all a thumbs up. I can't stop here. So thumbs up. I mean, what is it not to like? It's Ethan Hunt. He killed Superman. Doesn't get better than that. What's going on, executive? What you got?
It's that guy.
This movie's starting to get a little redundant to me. This franchise, it reminds me a lot. I think Vic said it earlier when he said this movie's turning into what did you say, Vic? I can't. Let me check.
Batman.
No.
That you hate.
No, the movie with Keanu Reeves.
John Wick.
John Wick.
John Wick. Yeah.
Wait,
John Wick,
you hate
which
John Wick?
I find entertaining, and sooner or later we're going to have to go to that franchise. But this movie's starting to remind me a lot of Fast and the Furious. You know?
Yeah.
A lot of cars.
You suck.
Yeah.
No one asked you. This movie is reminding me a lot of Fast and the Furious. Too many scenes of chasing, too many cars chasing action, so many things where I feel like they're just throwing stuff in there just to throw stuff in there. However, the criteria used to be, is it better than Batman, right? Hell yeah, this movie is better than the Batman. But I stopped that criteria over a month ago. I'm going back to the original criteria, which is, did I enjoy the movie? That's what I go to movies for. That's what I watch a movie for, except for if they make me watch it to review it. Did I enjoy the movie? The answer is yes. I still thoroughly enjoy the movie. It gets a thumbs up from me. Vic, take us home after you finish yawning.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us in another edition of Unpopular Reviews. This was MI6. Join us as we review another movie next time. It's going to be fun.
It's this movie, in case Vic forgot.
Yeah. Join us as we review Shrek. We're going to do all the Shrek movies. That's going to be great. I love Eddie Murphy, so I'm going to laugh. It's going to be great. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
He loves the women.